So, today I want to talk about the Hainan Resort Easter egg, or better known as the what the fuck Easter egg that only a few people saw. Many theories popped up in the last few weeks after the sound files were found. Most people think it's an UFO or something Star Wars related. But here's the thing, nearly every single one of you already saw it, but nobody paid attention to it. Before Battlefield 4 was released, something around the beta I think, all 10 map names were released and their concept artworks. And on the MP_resort, better known as Hainan Resort, we saw this. What we see that the ship in the background exploded and there is massive smoke there. The ship I mentioned is the ship at the D flag. I was going through the Battlefield 4 code to see how we can trigger the Easter egg, and while I was doing that I found some really interesting things. So let's get started. First, the names of the Easter egg sounds are MP_resort_SFX_ship_debris_passed_by_wave. Too many underscores. And the second file, MP_resort_SFX_ship_debris_crash_wave. Let's hear how they sound. So, what we see that in the name there is a ship debris. Ship debris are some parts of a ship. So, after an explosion or crash or something like that. And luckily enough, in the code there are files named FX_ship_explosion. Surprise, surprise. But I will get to this later. Next I found are 9 positions where the Easter egg happens. Keep in mind, this does not mean there is a trigger. So I took the coordinates from the code, divided by 9 and got the coordinates for the MAV. Flew on the positions and wrote those down. Here we see a bird's eye view of Hainan Resort. First 3 positions of big_falling hull part_prefab are from the file fx2. fx2 is basically saying what effect, when and how gets played on the map. Next we have 3 positions named ship explosion_hull part_impact, also in the file fx2. As we see, those impact positions are pretty linear. And at least we have 3 positions from the file named Levolution Resort, again with big_falling hull part_prefab, but with nearly same coordinates that ship explosion_hull part_impact in the file fx2 had. Back to the fx_ship explosion file that I mentioned before, that is connected with the Easter egg sounds and positions. The interesting part here is that the name of the file that contains the ship explosion are named explosion_ied_mp_resort. Let's take a listen to a few interesting sounds. Now you must be, wait, are you kidding me? IED explosion on Hainan Resort? I'm not blind, I never saw an IED on Hainan Resort. Yes, that's right, there are no IEDs on Hainan Resort. But also in the code there are no IEDs mentioned. But the only thing that is mentioned are the sound that happens during the explosion. In the file fx_ship sequence I found how the explosion itself happens. There we can see everything what happens before, during and after the explosion. First we have 10 build-up explosions. These happen all around the ship, like some little explosions, followed by one big ship explosion, and in the end we have an effect called fx_smoke pillar_ship_ pre-explosion. The last effect generates big and thick smoke, similar to the smoke we saw in the concept art. And the whole explosion takes 20 seconds, including the 10 build-up explosions, one big ship explosion, and generating the big large smoke pillar. So, and how do we trigger it now? Well, at this time we don't know it. To get the full trigger we need to fully understand how the node graphs for the logical flow diagram gets created from all these files, which isn't a really easy task. But I can maybe give a hint that is connected with the Easter egg trigger, and that is burn the oil. So this is everything I have for today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, share it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. If you have another theory what the ship explosion could be, please let me know in the comments down below. And I see you guys in the next one.